So it's been 1 full week since I lost my software engineering job at Nike, and this is what my days actually look like now. So I got laid off on a Tuesday, and I packed all my stuff up and went to my parents' house and spent the whole week there, cried and stuff like that. And so last week was my first full week where like I woke up every day and didn't have anywhere to be. I feel like that is the thing I'm struggling with the most at the moment, is the aspect of I wake up, I have nowhere to be. Like, no one is expecting me at a certain time. No one is expecting me in stand-up. No one is expecting me in PBR. Like, I'm not opening Slack anymore. I'm not opening my email to check messages and stuff like that. And I think that loss of routine that I've had pretty consistently for the past 5 years is something that I'm struggling with. And I think that like I honestly have not spent a lot of time to truly like sit within my feelings. I've honestly just been trying to keep myself busy, because I realized pretty quickly that if I don't create some kind of routine for myself, that I was just going to spiral and just wallow in my sadness, and you know, we'll never get anywhere if I do that. So in this past week, in the mornings, I woke up honestly whenever I wanted to, which is usually around 11. My previous schedule was noon to 8, and I was waking up around 9 a.m. every day and going to the gym. And so that is the non-negotiable thing that I have for myself throughout this period of unemployment, is that I have to go to the gym every day. I literally have no excuses because I have nowhere to be. Like, no one is expecting me in stand-up at 12:05. And so I am able to spend all the time that I can in the gym. And so that is the one thing that I have like made a non-negotiable for me, because working out honestly has been helping my physical health, my mental health, my emotional health, and it has a lot of benefits. I'm just trying to stay present and stay disciplined, but going to the gym is super important every day, and I think that has been really helpful, honestly. Once I get back from the gym, I'll usually shower, eat something, and then I have more than enough time to be productive within my career. So this past week, I spent that time updating my resume. I had not updated my resume since I was in college. Like 2020 was the last time I updated my resume, which is really crazy. I spent literally every day this past week editing my resume. I edited all of my college stuff out. I edited what I was doing. I edited like with different metrics. It's honestly been really cool to like look at other examples of mid-level engineers and seeing how their resume stands up to mine. And so just like comparing that as well. So then on top of building my resume, I'm also studying. Nike was my first job out of college, and so I do not have a lot of experience applying and interviewing for full-time software engineering roles. And so even thinking about that process brings me a lot of anxiety, and it's also kind of intimidating. And so failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So I have a study plan that I am going through. For example, I am studying technical questions through LeetCode, and I'm also studying through this book called Systems Design Interview by Alex Vu. I did work for the past 5 years as a backend developer, and I want to ensure that my skills on explaining what I did within systems design is to a T, and fully understanding the kinds of questions that I could get and being able to answer them is super important to me. And so I have been studying through this book to ensure that my understanding of systems design and how I can correlate that aspect with what I did and explain what I did thoroughly and efficiently is important, and I'm excited to continue expanding and learning on that. I'm also creating content on other platforms. I have been posting semi-regularly on TikTok with some like daily vlogs, and I've also been posting on YouTube, and I also have some gaming content. The gaming content definitely takes a backseat to like everything else, but I have the time and I think it's fun, and you know, why not? So my plan for this upcoming week is that I plan on continuing to fix my resume and get it reviewed by other people, including like my father, who is a senior director at the company that he works at, and my old tech lead, and a few other people. I just really want feedback from a lot of different people about my resume to ensure that it is the best that it can be. And then my plan throughout this week is that I plan on finding the certificates that I want to do. On top of doing LeetCode for technical questions, reading through that systems design book for the system designs questions, I will also be studying for certifications because I have the time, so why not? So my plan for this week is to find which certificates I want to do. I think I want to do 2. And then on Thursday, I actually fly to Egypt. I got a few comments on my last video talking about, oh, you lost your job, womp womp, you're still going to Egypt, you'll be fine. Or like, cancel your Egypt trip, you need to save money. And I think all of those are, you know, within reason. I just think it's funny because I have known about this Egypt trip for like 8-9 months now, and I paid for it over 6 months ago, and I put my PTO in like February for this trip. So like, it was gonna happen before I got laid off. And so even though I got laid off, I'm still gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna not enjoy that trip because I got laid off, you know? But I think being mindful of my future purchases are important, but I am going on that trip and I'm super excited about it. I think it'll be really fun. If you watched this far into this video, please subscribe if you want to follow along on this journey. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to share my journey on getting back into the tech world and doing all of those great things, and I'm excited about it. But I am sad, and I like don't want to take away from that, and I just want to be honest and transparent with y'all. It is a sad time, but I'm doing my best, and all you can do is that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all have a beautiful and blessed day.